What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Heel Hookers podcast, episode 198. And we are back with a pretty damn good UFC fight night to talk about for this weekend coming up. UFC Abu Dhabi, coming off of a weekend with a whole lot of stuff going on, but not too much this weekend. Just the one event, but it is pretty damn good. Before we get into all that, don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate everyone that does. Let's go. Drop a comment too. Drop all the comments. Let us know let us know how bad you're waiting for RDR to go out there and mop the floor with Robert Whittaker. Right, Ginger?
Leave a comment on how Robert Whittaker is about to knock the fucking shit out of Reinier the Ritter.
Leave a comment about how RDR has only lost to a heavyweight man that's on an extreme amount of steroids in Anatoly Malkin.
Leave a comment on how Jimmy's a bitch.
UFC Fight Night Abu Dhabi. We got a good one, as we were just talking about. Motherfucking Bobby Knuckles taking on RDR in the main event. RDR, since signing to the UFC, has been absolutely cooking and speed running to get himself up to the top of the division for a title shot. And as proven with the current champion right now, and Dricus du Plessis, there's no better way to get yourself into a title fight faster than getting a good win over Robert Whittaker.
Yep.
Yeah, no, that is true. I was about to current champion, current challenger.
Yeah, I was going to say champion and challenger in his last loss in Hamzat. Yeah.
But also just like absolutely cooking through the division. I didn't know going life and death with GM3 was cooking.
Brother, how many times do we have to talk about?
I have to talk shit right now.
No,
I get it.
Because
y'all are going to be talking
shit. I must defend that. It was his first time making 185 in a long time. He had been fighting up 20 pounds for years.
Yes.
You know, it was his first fight in the UFC. A little bit of jitters. Like, well, let him rock, because he has been looking so much better. I know it's Kevin Holland, but you know what I mean. Obviously, made quick work of him, and then the way he dismantled Bo, like he's cooking now.
Yeah.
He is cooking, like, because I get what you're saying, but at the same time, like, some of it's like Holland is in terms of like the actual like skill set. I think his best win, because even though Holland does lose to bigger grapplers, like Bo Nickel was just unproven talent that kind of just showed that he had nothing on the feet. So and once you have someone who has slight takedown defense, or well, not slight, but good enough takedown defense, like they're just going to cook right through him. So it is just one of those things where he is still. Like, he is proving himself, but also like the talent level between his best wins versus Whittaker is a huge jump in the UFC. But I definitely do understand like why you guys are so high on him being the former one championship champion. So
because he does have solid wins over there. Like we all know that their like divisions are not the most stacked and whatever, but for what they do have, he did beat a lot of their good guys. You know.
No, yeah, for sure. 100%. Like, I'm not disagreeing there. There is that experience and skill gap.
Yeah, 100%. And with like saying, cooking through the division, obviously it's not like he's tearing up top 15 guys or anything. Just meant more of the speed of doing everything, because it was November 9th to 24 that he got his first fight against GM3. And May of 25 is when he fought Bo Nichols. So 7 months, 3 finishes, 3 wins. 2 months later, now he's fighting Robert Whittaker in basically a number 1 contenders fight. You know what I mean? So that's where it's just
November to January, 2 months, January to May, you know, a couple more months, but then May to July, it's like, he is, like you said, just running through it.
Exactly.
No,
trying to make just the best of the opportunity as possible, getting to the top as quick as he can. But like you did say, there is a giant difference in the level of Robert Whittaker compared to the 3 previous opponents in the UFC that he has fought and finished.
Yeah.
He is extremely wacky and just fucking awkward on the feet. Like, he just moves in weird ways. Like, his body is just mechanically you know what I mean? It's just extremely goofy. He is going to, of course, struggle with the striking work of Whittaker
and the
on
footwork,
the outside. Like, that is going to be a big problem. I feel like Whittaker is going to be so much faster than him. He's probably going to be kicking big at the legs. He's just going to be coming in with big 1-2s, touching the body. Like, he is going to be doing a lot of good work. But if RDR is at any point able to like just time those moments, and I really feel like the best thing for him is just try and wrap him up. Basically do what he did to Bo, where it's like he would just get a hold of him, and you just saw how much bigger he was than Bo in there. And just big man Robert Whittaker in the clinch, try and beat him up with the knees, shots in the clinch on the feet, and drag him down where he can try and find a sub in his world.
Right, because that's what I was going to bring up is like he looked so much bigger than Bo in there, and Bo is slightly bigger than Whittaker.
Yeah. And because it's like at the end with you talking about like, you know, GM3 like hadn't made 185 in a while. He's fighting at middleweight and, you know, in light heavyweight in one championship prior. So all the way up to 225 pounds, you know, was where he was fighting like at his biggest in one championship. Whittaker's a former welterweight. I know that was years ago, and I know he has like even more recently talked about going up to potentially 205. But it's like he is not a big middleweight at all, and fucking RDR is a ginormous middleweight.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he is. It is one of those things where he is definitely going to struggle with how Whittaker moves. He's got that bladed stance. He's able to dart in and out. He's got the leg stops, and that's going to be one thing that Schroeder's going to have a lot of trouble with because he stands very straight up.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's going to be very hard because, like, obviously, I don't think he's going to be coming in trying to shoot doubles on Whittaker. No, that's just not going to go well for him. And so, like, yeah, it's just going to be one of those things where I do think, like, I think Whittaker does give him a lot of problems on the feet, and more so than what you're thinking, because it's also like, he is going to have to get in close, but Whittaker's really good at moving out of the way and getting off on angles and just moving laterally as opposed to just vertically up and down, you know?
No, yeah.
Yeah, and trust me, you don't have to convince me that Whittaker can give him issues on the feet because I've been saying since before he made his debut, like watching him fight Anatoly and watching him get hit with big shots and his physical reaction to big shots is such a problem. And I feel like we even saw it in like maybe it was even the GM3 fight where it was like it was like, oh my fucking god.
GM3
but you know,
would touch him and he would just fucking cover up on the cage while GM3 is like just able to find his shots like insane.
Yeah.
Like trust me, I'm aware of that. But plot armor of the Dutchman to get to DDP. That's it. That's all.
Listen, that is.
But also, I do agree that I really do think that, like, while I think that, you know, in all of these things with the striking of Whittaker, I do think that he does have a really good potential of just being able to big man him and just trip him to the ground. And if he gets him to the ground, I do believe RDR can find the sub.
And so, and because it's like, I know with like, you know, we've talked about it a lot. And like, I know with bringing it up, it's really just kind of that, like, want to see him fight DDP. Like, we want to see those fights and just kind of talking about like, big man doofy shit, never like actually having a real conversation about it. Because it's like, honestly, until now for like talking about it, I've never really thought about it in a technical aspect at all. I've never cared to because it's just RDR. I want him to win, you know? Yeah. But because it's like, he is going to struggle on the feet. Whittaker is like, he got fucking rolled through by Hamza, but it's like, I'm no shame in that. It's fucking Hamza, man. He is an amazing wrestler. He's an amazing defensive wrestler. I really do think RDR's only chance of getting it done over Whittaker is if his size and physicality is actually just too much for him to handle in the clinch exchange. Like if he's able to get it there and then just when it comes to the grappling. Yeah. Because it's like with you, like, oh, you know, if he gets him down, you're not surprised. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like, oh, he's maybe able to like drag him down at points, but Whittaker's instantly just rolling him over, hipping him out. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I don't mean like, you know, in a sloppy way if he doesn't get him down right, you know, but I mean like if he gets him down and like actually ends up in like the position he needs to be, that's when I trust his ability as a grappler and just like his physicality to take over at that point. But like it has to be enough over Whittaker because Whittaker is a much better fighter.
No, because it's like, you know, looking at the odds, Whittaker minus 175 favorite, he 100% deserves to be the favorite. Like there's no doubt in my mind. And honestly, I'm with some of the crazy odds that you just be seeing and shit, I'm kind of surprised he's not a bigger favorite, honestly. Like I do think this is a very rough fight for RDR. It's the same reason of with DDP of we're just like, why would you give him Whittaker to get a title fight? It's one of the hardest ways to fucking go about it. Even for Hamza, Whittaker's the only one in that division at the top of it with like credentialed wrestling background in any form of way. You know what I mean? Why do you give him? But it's
and speaking of that Hamzat fight, like you got to remember that was chain wrestling. Hamzat had to shoot 4 separate shots within that chain to actually finally get him down to get that rear naked choke. Like, and the thing is, I don't know how much that type of output is going to start affecting fighters differently, especially like a fighter like RDR, this is now going to be a 5-round fight. And that takes a lot of energy to get Whittaker down, and then to keep him down as well.
Because that was the other thing I saw in my head with it, which is like all the advantages of Whittaker. It's just like, yeah, bro, like if RDR is struggling through the first 3 rounds with Whittaker in like a meaningful way at all, no shot this dude's winning. Like there's just no chance that he's winning it. If he's starting, because we saw how tired he got in the GM3 fight. Like you said, was the first time making weight, so who knows? But there was a lot of heavy grappling, just a lot of work from him throughout that fight, you know?
But he's also never gone past the 3rd round. Even in his decision wins, they were all 3-round fights at that point.
Gotcha. But it's just like, yeah, Whittaker 100% is going to have the better cardio. I feel like he's going to be able to put on the pace to make him tired and then outwork him, you know? So it's like, yeah, Whittaker has a lot of advantages in this fight. The only one is just in my opinion, is really like obviously the credential like grappling and stuff, but that's where it's like I really feel like it's just gonna be the big manness of RDR that gets it done over Whittaker, not just like oh he's just such a better grappler. You know what I mean? Like
I kind of hate that you just popped the bubble of fun behind the animated doofiness behind like RDR and everything, because it's like thinking about like DDP versus RDR realistically, it's like I know DDP has, you know, like that like real doofy everything to him, but he's tough as shit and he is good. You know what I mean? Like he's not like, okay, I have to big man you to the ground and this is my only way. You know what I mean? He could strike with you, he could grapple with you. Like while it looks to the eye fucking insane, he gets it done because like he knows what he's doing, you know, and not that RDR doesn't know what he's doing, but when it comes to like, the big shots and the striking, he definitely struggles there. And then it's like, I feel like, his best bet at the grappling when it comes to higher level guys is to big man them down. And you can't do that with everyone. Like,
because
but anyway, plot armor.
Because that's where it's just like with just, how like with all the things that he struggled with against, you know, GM3, it's just like, man, like it's like, I know GM3 is a very crafty submission guy and jiu-jitsu guy. So like stylistically, it could have just been more of like a harder grappling matchup, you know, but it's just like, I just very much am confident that Whittaker can defend stuff and, you know, like get himself out of positions. Like, I don't think he's just going to be so helpless again, unless it's just really, he's just so big and Whittaker's just kind of drowning in there, you know?
Yeah.
No, and the thing is, like, Whittaker's only been subbed twice in his career, once by Hamzat, and the second one was his 8th career fight. Like,
and he's got a record of 26-8 now. Like,
but RDR does have good submissions, you know.
Yes,
like,
he
does. That's why, like, you know, as much as I am aware that, like, you know, it's hard to sub Whittaker, and that, like, you know, it's not something that happens often.
It's also hard to get him down.
For sure. But I do just think that that's like RDR's only way, even though it's still a difficult way. I do think it's his only way. Like his submissions are good, and he's not so one note with his submissions either. You know, it's not like he has to get you down and it's like, bro, I got an RNC and that's it. I got a Gilly and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, dude can roll.
Yeah,
he can grab some shit.
I definitely understand what you're saying. But like, it's just one of those things. Like, maybe it's just me. Like, he had a run where he fought Derek Brunson, good wrestler, obviously not a submission guy, but beats him. Beats Jacare Souza, and then beats Yoel Romero twice. Like, he has gone through the ringer with a lot of grapplers. Like, I feel like he has the grappling credentials to be able to stay away from the submission and be able to keep up on the feet. Like, Chimaev is just one of those guys. He is literally an anomaly among anomalies. So like, it's like hard to like say anything about that other than like, he is literally like, it is a Habib level of just dominance once he gets his hands on you. It's literally how everyone, you know, just talked about, you know, Conor McGregor's first round and shit, like in his prime, like Hamzat is that, but grappling. You know what I mean? Yes.
Like, because Khabib was obviously ferocious and dominant, but not even in this way where it just so fast of instantaneously on your legs, and like you said, the chain wrestling. Because even with Kevin Holland, he defended like 2 of the fucking takedowns, rolling through and everything. But he is not stopping until he gets you down, secures position, and starts smashing you. Like it's just And that's why I was like so impressed with Hamza getting it done over Whittaker, because like you said, of that run of all these amazing grapplers that Whittaker has fought and proved himself with his grappling defense. So yeah, it's such a good fight. I cannot wait for this, man. It is gonna be so exciting. Like that. And it's gonna be so nice to have this one of like just pure, like, I know you're way more of like a Whittaker fan than us, so there's more like stakes on it for you, but this one is just going to be pure fun, entertainment, and excitement, and just none of the scared emotional feelings of last weekend, so
100%.
I'm happy to, I don't need that again.
No, I get it, because like because with Whittaker, like right now I am at the point where it's just like whatever happens. Like I kind of have made peace. He's more likely never going to be champion again. I think he's even said he's got like 2, 3, maybe 4 more years left in the gas tank. So
yeah, he said that he wants to go on like a 3-4 fight win streak and retire as champion. That's his game plan.
So,
and I feel like for you, it's easy as a Whittaker fan to accept it too, though, because it's not like he's on this crazy bad run. You know what I mean? Like he lost to Drakus, our current champ, and he lost to Hamzat. You know what I mean? And this is going back to 3 years now. So it's like, but in that he's also beat Vettori, he's beat Costa, he's beat Ikram. So it's like, he's getting good wins. He's losing to the very top. So it's not like he's on like this sad run of just getting beat up.
It's not Tony.
Out, He might lose this fight and then he'll bounce back against whatever number 10 guy they give him,
Yeah.
They run the Apollo rematch back.
And it's not even like a Curtis Blade either, where like you get up to the top and then it's just like vicious knockout loss. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, just happened to be a better guy in front of you.
Yeah.
But let's go. Super excited for that one. This co-main event. So I don't know if it's going to end up officially being the co-main event. Still technically to be determined by the UFC. But as of right now, all we got to talk about is Petr Yan and Marcus McGhee, because it was supposed to be Movsar Evloev versus Aaron Pico. Movsar had a pullout. Just been a whole lot of like, because I know MMA on Point did like a post about it to just try and like help with the fucking Movsar hate and stuff. 11 fight cancellations, 9 UFC fights. I get it.
Yeah.
3 of them are like on his end that aren't like COVID related or something.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like it's like it's like he had COVID and like a motorcycle accident, and then his opponents pulled out of all the other ones, and then there were like 3 that were on his end. Like you gotta give the guy a break. He's not some flaky guy that's just not showing up to UFC fights. He's literally doing everything he fucking can to get himself the opportunities. He just doesn't have the style that you guys want, and he isn't able to finish all the people. I'm sorry, but that's so. Don't go fucking hating on Movsar. It's not his fault. I know it sucks for Aaron Pico losing out on this opportunity. It was a big one, huge, but that's the fight game. Shit happens. So
no, it is.
Either you got to sit it out and wait for the rebooking for him to be healthy, or it's just like, kind of have an extended camp, or you know what I mean, and not the greatest circumstances to kind of get into another fight against whoever they can line up in a shorter notice like that. That's
legitimately almost all of them are on the opponent. It's just like, what the fuck?
It's one of those things. But we do got former bantamweight champion Petr Yan in our co-main event, allegedly, taking on up-and-coming old-ass contender and Marcus McGhee. Old man, young man coming up, young buck,
Yeah.
From the day they booked this, I don't know why they did it.
It's such a mismatch.
We all said this.
Yeah, and coming up to, like, at this point now, Sunday before the fights, I still don't know why they did this, other than they just both wanted to fight. And
that's what it is.
It's just I genuinely do not see a single area or way that Marcus McGhee has an advantage over Petr Yan and how he wins this fight. I really don't.
The only path to victory is him somehow getting some kind of KO TKO in the first round.
But
that's it. But that just doesn't even that's what I was about to say. It just doesn't even make any fucking sense. This was not the jump up fight Marcus should have got. It should have been someone like a Song Yadong or a Marlon Vera, someone lower than number 3 in the division right now, Petr Yan, who should probably actually be fighting someone like Umar Nurmagomedov.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Man.
It's like, good on Marcus for taking the fight. Good on Petr for taking it and, like, giving the opportunity to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just hard because I fucking believe in Petr Yan and just in his ability to even try and reclaim that title, even with all the monsters in the top of that division, like people that he's already lost to. With how Marcus McGhee performed against Jonathan Martinez in the last one, it gives me zero hope for him in this fight. You had a guy that is someone where you can put pressure on him and he cannot handle it. And he will show up more, and you don't get the best of his offense when you put pressure out of him. And he just stood in front of Martinez for so long at points, not doing anything, just letting him kick at him and just allowing him to be in that fight when he shouldn't have been. Just the killer instinct and everything, and that one was just gone. Like, the level that Petr Yan is at, I wouldn't be surprised if Petr Yan gets a finish in like the second round or something. Like, I feel like
I wouldn't be shocked either.
The level difference, I feel like, is going to be that big that Petr Yan's just going to fucking smash him, man.
No, yeah, because it's like you have Marcus, who is 35 years old, so he fights how he fights. He's 4-0 in the UFC. He finished Journey Newson, JP Buys, and then Gaston Bolaños, and was like, okay, we'll give you your step up into Jonathan Martinez. And we saw the way that he obviously did not perform the same as he did against these other guys. Jonathan Martinez, former top 15, just like more noted in the division, He got the win. Cool. Nothing that shows that he, could be in this fight at all against Petr. Like, it just...
And it's like the three finishes that he got, over those guys. Just wanted to kind of look their combined UFC record: 3-10-1, no contest.
They were not.
It's like, obviously Jonathan Martinez is a very good fighter, is a very solid, but it's just with Marcus, with how you are an aggressive fighter that goes after it and puts it on people and gets the finish, and the fact that like that's Martinez's weakness and you didn't do it. That's where it's just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
So if he's able to go out there and get the upset as a plus 285 dog, which again, it's just like all the fucking odds and shit that we see, and Daniel Zellhuber like a minus 850 favorite or whatever over Michael Johnson.
This feels like,
and Petr Yan under minus 400 favorite, like a minus 370 favorite. That's kind of crazy. Like, this is some shit that it should be like minus 600 favorite for Petr, because I don't know what's going on here.
It should be what the Charabola and Marc-Andre Barriault odds are, which are minus 500 plus 375. That actually makes sense for this fight.
Because getting into that, because my real question about this, do you think this is a setup for Shara, or do you think this is an upset waiting for Marc-Andre Barriault?
I'm going to be kind of honest. I feel like it's going to be an upset.
Because I feel like this is supposed to be a setup fight.
Yes.
And I feel like that's how everyone's feeling about it, especially with you bringing up minus 500 odds. I know Barriault can obviously go out there and get knocked out. Like, that is, for sure. But, brother, the way that he went out there and won his last fight, he went straight forward, got into the clinch, and absolutely blasted
elbows.
Bruno
Silva.
Oh,
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno Silva. That's who it was. It's like, I know 3-fight losing streak before that, but Shara, another fighter that struggles with pressure because he's primarily a kicker, so he wants to stay on the range and he will back up. If Marc-Andre Barriault just goes right after him, grabs him up, and just starts trying to beat the shit out of him in the clinch, I feel like he might go out there and just get him out of there in the first 2 rounds, honestly.
There's
a potential for that, but because of the fact that he can get knocked out, if he doesn't, he might get clipped with something too, Yeah. But I get it. I would not be shocked in a big upset here.
Yeah, I mean, I really don't believe in Shara. Honestly, I'm still it's one of those things. He's so limited, man.
Look, Marc-Andre Barriault's only been finished by really powerful guys in the division. You know, your likes of Chidi Njoku, Joe Pyfer, Dustin Stoltzfus.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah. No, it's just man.
But like I do kind of agree though, like because Shara Bullet is like very much like does struggle with like pressure and all that, and like if you can get him up onto the cage, yeah, I feel like there's going to be a lot that you're going to be able to do to like just put a beating on him.
Yeah, man. I think I'm rocking with the fucking plus 375 dog in this featured bout for Marc-Andre Barriault. Honestly, this might be a fucking parlay breaker right here. You know what I mean? It's just anyone betting, I'd just say watch out. Hey, I could be wrong. I'm wrong all the time. You know what I mean? But but trust me, something like this, if I'm right about it, I'll let you know.
And if we were wrong, we're gonna sweep it under the rug and act like we're right the whole time.
No, that's why I'm just like, hey, I guess you're wrong way, you know. No, it's just predictions, you know. It's only guesses. Nobody actually knows anything. And then when I'm ready to be like, I fucking knew it. I knew Paulo was gonna win. You know
I know
I mean?
everything.
Like I told y'all.
The life of an MMA fan. Let's go. This next one on the card, Asu Almabayev taking on Jose Ochoa. It was supposed to be Ramazan Temirov, which I thought was honestly going to be a pretty bad fight for Asu, especially because he's coming off that loss to Manel Kape in his last one. I wonder if Ochoa can kind of go out there and do the same kind of thing with that Temirov might have been able to, and just put some hands on him and get him out of there.
Yeah, he might be.
It's possible, but considering he has 8 wins, 1 loss, all 8 wins coming via finish, 1 loss is a decision.
Because his 1 loss UFC debut coming to Loner Kavanaugh. From what I remember of
is that when they went to war with each other?
I'm pretty sure.
Believe so.
Yeah, and because I don't think that there was much grappling in that one at all, right?
No, there wasn't really any. 36 seconds of control time in total. 0-2 and 0-1 on takedowns.
So I'm pretty sure that was the one. Just like remember thinking of like just seeing a lot of the problems in Loner's game and stuff, and you know. So it's like obviously getting the win over Cody Durden, 2nd round finish. That was very nice. I'm gonna assume that Cody grappled him that one. I can't, or at least attempted at some point. We can pull up these stats real because I just
don't have it on that fight. They didn't update it, so I have it right here. Cody went 2 for 4 of takedowns with 1 minute and 42 seconds of control time in the first round.
Okay.
But when it came to the striking, even though he had that, it was still total strikes 12 to 52, you know, in favor of Jose, and then he knocked him out in the 2nd round.
Okay. So because it just obviously the big thing for this one is can Ochoa keep it up on the feet? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's he's got to defend the grappling and keep it at striking distance and be able to put hands on Asu.
Yeah.
Which
he's only has 2 fights, so in these 2 fights they got him at a 66% takedown defense. There's not much to go off of. You know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's really where
that's the big issue. It's hard to go off of just 2 fighs.
But that's where fucking Asu just getting knocked out a little more than 4 months ago. You know what I mean? Like it's these fucking flyweights, man, and their fucking turnarounds that they've been doing lately has been kind of crazy. This is heavyweight shit that you see. Like it's not fucking little guy shit. Like I don't know. But it's like it's obviously he was the one supposed to be fighting on this card, so he's going to be more prepared for the overall matchup. But I wonder. We're definitely going to get to see what Ochoa's takedown defense is looking like towards the higher level flyweight division.
Oh yeah,
towards the top of the exactly. So we need Asu to win. I can't go potentially 0-3 this weekend.
0-3.
Because what?
I have Asu, Marcus. Oh wait, I don't have Whittaker. But I have Whittaker in my heart, so I can't go over 3.
I get it, brother. Totally fair. It's like it would definitely suck for Asu to take that, but I mean, It's just like if fucking Ochoa is able to just like defend the grappling, look great,
New
and then
flyweight, 24 years old too.
Yeah, like I mean, it's
Yeah.
like that would just be kind of hype. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it would be. I can't disagree. Let's just have him win let's have Ochoa just lose a very close, controversial split decision, so that way we can get him another fight in the top 15.
Well, it's funny because I was just going to say, like, the one problem with this fight is if he does go out there and blast the doors off of a Sue, here we have yet another 24-year-old flyweight 3-0, and they're going to be like, hey, you want to fight Kai Kara France? Like,
yeah, that's why I'm saying close split decision loss for Ochoa, because then they can give him like Tagir.
So quickly, our flyweight division is just gonna be fucking like 22 to fucking 25-year-olds. Like,
you're 26, you're washed.
Yeah, man. Like we got a whole lot of young bucks in this division now. And fucking, I'm loving it.
Like,
man.
it is just
so
crazy. Like, thinking of it
Oh.
last year, how it was just so stuffed up with guys getting older, guys that have been around forever. And while it's only 3 names, but in the top 6 with Joshua Van, Amir Albazi, Tatsudo Taira, it's just like these younger guys. Or Amir might be in his 30s now, huh? I don't, or I think he's like 28. I don't know.
He's
but he's one of those guys I have no idea if he's 28 or 31.
I get it, yeah.
But you know what
31.
I mean? So.
Okay, yeah, that's so
Jesus
funny.
fucking Christ, there you go. Like,
but even like a Sue just getting up into the top 10, you obviously still have Steve Ercik here. Ramazan getting into the top 15, too. Bruno getting into the top, but it's just like like just
the younger than 33, 34.
Yeah.
Not people who've been here for a decade.
No, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Flyweight's fucking good, man. They're in good hands. They're gonna keep on cooking for many years to come.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so should be a solid one. Definitely interested to see what Ochoa could do on short notice. This next one, my draft pick for this weekend. Let's go, my boy Bogdan Guskov, evil Anthony Smith. He's taking on Nikita Krylov. Which honestly, I've been very confident in this fight for my boy Bogdan.
He's a plus 165 underdog.
And as we round closer, and as I sit here today talking to you guys about it,
he's going to get choked out by Nikita.
I'm a little bit scared.
Yeah.
So the one thing that it's Bogdan. He's got 17 wins. He's got 13 knockout wins. Yeah. He knows how to fucking put a motherfucker down. If Nikita does any sort of shit of just running straight forward, face first into punches like he did against Dom Reyes, you know what I mean? Bogdan should be able to land the shot to get him out, especially on like just a quicker turnaround for that knockout. Nikita, you know?
Yeah.
But I am just like a little bit worried of, Bogdan 3-fight win streak and stuff. He's doing solid, but it's a very different level of competition compared to what Nikita actually is.
I was going to say the third people, because he came in against Volkan Oezdemir in his debut. He got choked out in the first round. Then he beat Zach Paga, Ryan Spann, and Billy Elkanah. Yeah. Elkanah or whatever. That's not Nikita. His last opponent was 7-1. Nikita is 30-10.
Well, and even then, like if it wasn't Billy, it was supposed to be Johnny Walker, which again, that's not Nikita Krylov.
Some might say a setup fight at this point in time, but hey.
Especially considering like right now, Bogdan has a 57% takedown defense, and on average, Nikita shoots 2.24 per 15 minutes.
Yeah, very solid. Nikita is a very solid grappler. Like, that is for sure. And it's not like Bogdan's some sort of slouch either,
No, he's not.
But yeah, I am just getting a little bit worried. I'm just like, man, it's like I really hope Bogdan can actually go out there and get it done. You know what I mean?
He's gonna lose the decision.
I hope not. I can't afford it. My draft can't afford it. Ginger's draft can afford 0-2.
My draft cannot afford shit.
It can definitely afford to go 0-2.
Fuck you.
I have to be the one to beat Kate this year, Ginger.
No.
Yes.
Let me win.
I already have less losses at this point than Ginger, so I'm the only one that can do it.
Yes. No. That's how that works.
It is how it works. Let's go. Bogdan, first round flying kick to the face.
Oh yeah, I forgot because we didn't talk about that with your draft pick and Ginger's draft pick, Marcus McGhee. I sit on the other side with Piotr Jan in that.
Yes,
true.
You.
I forgot that you even had a draft pick on this one.
I have 2.
Oh fuck, do you?
Prelims, Carlos Leal.
Oh shit,
Carlos
fuck
Leal.
yeah. We'll get there.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're not catching up this weekend. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, hopefully Bogdan can go out there, get it done. That would be awesome. But yeah, let's go. Yes, let's go.
Yeah, hopefully Krylov can go out and get a sub.
No, not this year. He fucked me last year. He's getting fucked this year. He didn't give me a fight last year. He's going 0-2 against my boys this year.
I'm pretty sure he did the same thing to me the first year of the draft.
Pretty sure.
If I remember correctly.
Something like that. But let's go. Next fight to talk about. I guess if we don't end up getting like another co-main event or something like that, this is probably going to get bumped up to the main card, I would assume. Motherfucker.
I mean, right now, 5 fights on the main card, so I mean...
Yeah,
I just feel like on the fight nights, they usually like to do 6, you know?
True.
But either way, Bryce Mitchell going on down in weight after his extremely rough loss to Jean Silva. Going to 135 pounds, taking on Said Nurmagomedov. How do you guys feel about the change of weight and the opponent that he's getting for his first attempt at this new weight class?
Everything I think has to do with how Bryce looks making this weight. If he is okay and he is still like able to perform well, I think he should be able to get a decision over Said.
Yep.
But if he's, just looking kind of rough, I would not be surprised if Said gets it done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Said at that point would be able to get a knockout over Bryce. Very dehydrated, all that. Like, he's been knocked out before. He could get hurt. Like, it's one of those things where it's just like, damn. It really all is going to be how Bryce Mitchell actually is able to make the weight, how he actually looks. And even if he makes the weight, because that's the other thing. He's, as far as I know, he's never tried to fight at bantamweight before. Like, he could come in and try to make the weight, but like, just can't peel the last couple pounds off. He comes in at 138 or something, and then it's like, well, fight's canceled. Like,
actually, you know what's going to happen? Bryce is going to go for a takedown, and Said's going to gilly him. That's what's happening.
No.
Said has 6 submissions on his record. 4 of them are gillies.
He would hit a ninja choke. I'm pretty sure. I think if I'm right,
the Mewing Gafferon.
But I think it might be 2 of them like that are they say gilly, but I think are ninja chokes.
Okay.
I think it's him that like I don't know why that they say it, but like I feel like I remember someone like having that. But yeah, he is. Yeah, and that's where.
Could you imagine getting ninja choked 2 times in a row?
Bro, like that's where it's like I do agree where it is just so dependent on how Bryce shows up with the weight.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if he basically shows up at like his version of himself, as like a featherweight, but just at bantamweight, I feel like he's gonna fucking probably outbox Said. He's probably gonna be able to take him down and like get control time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you said, easy decision win. Like, he could definitely do that. But yeah, like you said, if he's dehydrated, bro, the fucking kicks off of the lead side from Said are so motherfucking fast and dangerous that it's like Bryce just being slower and I feel like so easily they can hit the chin. Bad takedowns, like you said, the fucking guillotine, but like a ninja choke, so fucking live. Even like knees up the middle, whatever, like spin kicks. Said can have a field day with him if he is just a slow, sluggish, drained version of himself for sure. So yeah, this is
see what he looks like on the scales, I guess.
Like that is going to for sure, like that's the factor.
No, that is like the biggest factor. It's just like one of those things where it's just like, damn, like he can't make 135 good, and he's not able. Like he feels like he's unable to compete at 145. Like what is there now to do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where would he go from there? Because this is kind of like fork in the road in his career, like not so much like by the UFC, but like for his own mental. Like,
for sure.
It's gonna be such a fork because like he feels too small at featherweight now after getting lost to Ilia Topuria, Josh Emmett, and Jean Silva. Like 2 of which are actually all 3 of them have fought at lightweight before. When I think about it.
Yeah,
it's like funny because like the one guy who like was like the most prolific at lightweight, Edson Barboza, he beat with ease.
No, yeah, it's just like it. like you said, with just the mental and everything, because of just having thought about retiring and stuff already before, and now feeling like, oh, I'm just too small, I have to change weight, and now it's like if you're actually just too big to make that weight, now this could if he loses, if he looks like shit on the scales and he goes out there gets fucked up, this could honestly be the last we end up seeing Bryce Mitchell in the UFC.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised.
Possible.
So yeah, we'll see how that one plays out for him though. This next one, prelim at 170 pounds. Like you said, Kate, your draft pick, Carlos Leal.
Hell yeah.
Oh, how you guys feeling about this one? Of him taking on the motherfucking old man in Muslim Salikhov. 10 years.
The king of Kung Fu.
Yep.
Listen, man, Muslim Salikhov is definitely dangerous, and he's definitely tough. Yeah. There is no denying either of those facts.
Yeah.
But Carlos is also, and like you said, 10 years the elder. Carlos is much younger, in his prime, much faster, and is just much more durable. You know what I mean? Like Muslim hasn't been finished a whole lot, but he has been just, a few couple of times. Going back to last year, Randy Brown knocking him out. You know what I mean?
That was clean.
That was so beautiful.
Carlos Leal has incredible striking, incredible pressure. He is good with the takedown defense. Not that I'm expecting Muslim to go out there and shoot a takedown or anything, but you know what I mean? Just talking about in general, that I just think that this might be a rough night for our old man. Might kill his little 2-fight winning streak he got going on here, but I am excited to watch Carlos Leal cook because he is somebody that needs to get into the top 15 of this division. He is very good.
Yeah.
Made his debut against Renat Fakhretdinov and lost the decision, but boy, he should have won that.
Yeah.
He should have killed Renat's undefeated streak in the UFC.
Yeah. And it's it's one of those things where it's like you said, 31 years old. He's got a record of 22-6. And so you look and it's like, 6 losses. That's kind of rough. You go back and 3 of his losses were 2014 or 2014, 2013. That was 11 years ago. He's 31 years old. He was 20 and 19 years old when he took 3 losses. He's Brazilian. It's one of them things they start when they're fucking young and they take some losses. He then has taken 3 losses since then. One, as you mentioned, UFC debut. Renat shouldn't have lost that one. So just kind of, it's, obviously it's there, but not really. 2 losses in the PFL, both of them coming from Sadabusi. The second one, he did end up missing weight in that one, but that was a much closer one, loses by split. And then Sadabusi ended up going up to 205 pounds fighting in the PFL.
Because I was going to say, he's so much bigger. I don't even know how the fuck he made that weight. He was doing it because of the lack of the 185 division. Yeah. So he was like, okay, I think that, I should go here. But then eventually was like, I can't make this weight anymore. Because due to 6'3" with an 80-inch reach to Carlos Leal's 5'11" with a 74-inch reach. Or 72-inch reach, sorry. Yeah. So much smaller, just fought very well. And it's Sadabu, just a guy that doesn't have the greatest record. An extremely solid fighter, cannot be taken away. So it's he doesn't have any real, just not any bad losses or anything. Like you said, very durable, never been finished. It's bro, Carlos Leal is going to come in and fucking blow the doors off some people in the 170 pound division in the UFC. He is a very good fighter.
I was saying to Katie, when we've all been saying, when this fight got put, Carlos Leal should be fighting someone who's not 41, who's a lot closer to being in the top 15 of the division, if not the top 15 of the division.
Yeah,
for sure.
Even after losing to Renat, I thought he'd get a bigger fight than fucking Alex Morono. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the Alex Morono one was crazy. With this, I wonder if it's fighting in March just a couple months later, if it was just kind of harder to find somebody. But yeah.
But yeah, so
if he wants to fight often, I know someone who would take them up on that offer. Just recently got kicked out of the top 15.
Yep. Right, he would fucking.
Yeah.
That's rough. We're saying Carlos can be a contender. That's the. Let's go. Another very solid prelim fight. My boy Davey Grant. I am always excited to see him fight. Dangerous Davey Grant. He is a motherfucker. He likes to have some real good fun.
The grappling in this is going to be so much fucking fun.
Yeah. Taking on Damone Blackshear. How old is Damone again?
30.
Okay, 30. I was gonna say I knew that David Grant was gonna be, the older fighter. Didn't know exactly by how much, but 9 years older at 39 years old.
Damone never been sub before. Got 11 subs on his record.
Damone's 2 inches taller than him. Has a just slightly over 3-inch reach advantage. Minus 245 favorite. Yeah, I don't know. How are you guys feeling about this matchup heading into it this Saturday?
I'm just excited for the grappling. I think that this is going to be fun, and I feel like Damon's probably going to be able to get it done.
Yeah,
that's
Davey
what I
is
was gonna
just,
say.
at this point, like you said, 39 years old, going to be 40 at the end of this year. Damon is 30. Like I said, he's never been subbed. He's really good at getting the subs. I know Davey is like dangerous when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I know he can get knockouts here and there, but I just think that it, like, they're going to bring it to the ground, and I think that Damon's just going to get the better of it.
No, yeah. Like David Grant's wins aren't the most like inspiring on whether I think he's gonna win this one or not, because of Raymond Tavares, not that great of a UFC fighter. Rafael Sunsao, and like a Hail Mary attempt of a submission.
It was awesome though.
Yep.
No, it was. Then Louis Smolkin. That's going back 3 years.
Yeah. No, yeah. I really do think that Davey Grant's only chance of getting it done in this fight is he's got to do his motherfucking best to just defend the grappling and just make this a war. His fucking ability of just going out there and just his fucking weird, awkward hooks that just come in like just at weird angles and stuff. Like got like deceptive power. He can really make this a hard fight for Damon. But I do feel like that, Damon probably does go out there, take him down, probably gets a sub on him, but who knows,
Yeah.
Yeah, his best chance is to strike it out on the feet.
Yeah. But
Make
I am definitely
ugly.
rooting for my boy Dave Grant. Let's go.
Yep.
How you guys feeling about Ribas versus Ricci heading into it?
I think that this is like, a good direction for Ricci, because there was zero fucking reason to go from a split decision win in Tisha Pennington, a UD over Angie Hill, to then Yan Jianan.
Yeah.
That was just a wild jump for somebody that doesn't show any super incredible skills in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's pretty basic. Like, she's solid, but like she's basic. And like I said, like her skill set isn't anything that screams, hey, top of the level, throw me up there. I'm ready to hang with the big dogs. You know what I mean? You have Amanda Ribas, who she is like pretty back and forth, but she's definitely better at 115 than she is at 125, much like our girl Jessica. It's a tough fight for Ricci, because Amanda's she's just tough as shit, and she's a dog, and she's just ready to go out there and just like have fun with her fights. You know what I mean? Like Ricci likes to keep it basic. So if Ribas tries to bring her into a war, might be a rough fight for Ricci, but Ricci could technically be better and get a decision over her.
I get it,
yeah, I definitely agree with that. Like, and it was just weird that she got. It's kind of like the Marcus McGhee Piotr Jan jump. It's like, we're not being shown like this is where they should be fighting right now. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
And I do, like you said, just I do think that Ricci is just like too basic and just doesn't have enough that she's probably going to be able to win against Ribas. I feel like Ribas, she can just be very active. She just throws a lot. It has she does have like some good power at moments. You know what I mean? I feel like she'll probably just be able to outpace Ricci over 3 rounds, honestly.
And that's what I feel like, but that's why I'm just like, maybe Ricci could edge out the decision, but I'm just,
2-fight losing streak for Ribas. Really going to try and get that win. Last win was November 23, so almost 2 years at this point for her. So she, she's definitely going to be looking for that.
Yeah.
And then I feel like the last notable thing to bring up on the prelims is actually the opener, because Martin Buday, our boy, right?
No.
He is taking on UFC newcomer and Marcus Buchecha, absolute legend of the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world, was in one championship, getting some solid wins over there, took one loss to what was it?
Omar Kane, which is Ruger.
But his grappling is just incredible. Last fight, getting a submission win in the first round over Amir Ali Akbari, who is one of those guys, it's a fucking one heavyweight. He's very big and physical, goes out there throwing wild punches, but he's not the best, but to be able to just like get the easy takedown, get the sub, very good. Obviously grappling and jiu-jitsu is just not a big part of the skill set at heavyweights. So I feel like even though he's only 5-1 in his career, 35 years old, not going to take long for him to just start ripping apart motherfuckers and getting himself a title shot against Tommy Aspinall or whoever's there at that point.
No, yeah, for sure.
100%.
just something to make note of. He's a heavyweight that's actually in shape.
Yeah.
So even to that point, it's like, okay, even if Martin thinks that he can get some things going for a little bit, it's like round 2, he has nothing, and I feel like Marcus is going to be fine. So
yeah.
No, yeah, exactly. And the thing is, like, Martin Buday, like, in terms of UFC, like, he has not gotten any great wins. His wins are a technical decision over Chris Barnett, a split decision over Lucas Brzeski, Jake Collier, Josh Parisian, split decision over Andrei Arlovsky in the Year of Our Lord 2024, and then a win over Uran, who is a typical 205er. He is not... He's like the cleanup crew, essentially. He's like getting all the guys who shouldn't be in the UFC.
Yeah.
It's just funny because it like it racked him up to a good record of 6-1.
Yeah.
But yeah, you look at that and you're like, yeah.
That is... like, we're talking bottom of the barrel heavyweight here.
No,
with a lot of that, so I feel like Marcus is going to be able to go out here.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
But yeah, so I am very excited to see Buchecha make his UFC debut. Happy that he was able to get out of the one contract and just see what he's able to do in the UFC heavyweight division.
Yep.
And UFC's got Buday ranked in top 15.
I was going to say, I was just going to say he's got him ranked in number 13.
So getting himself first round submission, he's probably going to be ranked number 10 or some shit.
Yep.
He fucking gets a win over fucking Sergey Spivak or something, you know what I mean? Now
Tyber, Blades, literally any of them.
I was going to say, then like something like that. Now he fights Curtis Blades or something, gets a win, like literally, and then now he's getting a title fight. You know what I mean? Like it is a very easy, clear path for him to be able to get there in a couple fights. Yeah.
UFC signed 2 extremely good heavyweights outside the UFC in Dalia and now Buchecha. Like, we're getting to see them here coming up. Like, these guys are going to actually be good additions to the heavyweight division and actually be able to do something with it.
Yes, exactly. And if we can replace bad heavyweights for slightly better 205ers, then that's always good fun too, you know? So it's we're brick by brick fucking over the last year, we've slowly been making the heavyweight division better. You know what I mean?
I still don't respect it, but maybe one day.
You gotta say that we're in a much better spot. Like looking towards the future, we're in a better spot than a year ago.
Yes.
You gotta agree with that. We got Tom as undisputed champ.
The thing is like I have to agree, but it's just still feels wrong when the bar is in hell. So like when you raise it a little bit and it's still on the like that's what I was gonna say. Like so when you raise it a little bit and now you're just like kind of like buried in the dirt a little bit, it's still just like sure, I guess.
We're in Louisiana, just a little under sea level. You know what I mean? We're right there. We're on our way.
We got Walter Walker coming up in the division. Mario Pinto.
Hey, well, I mean, Walter is doing the thing being exciting. I can't lie, honestly.
I was about to say, yeah, out here getting heel hooks.
Walter Walker versus Marcus Buchecha. You know what I mean? That's the fucking fight of the century. That's all I'm saying. Let's go.
Fucking UFC, bring back Phil DeFries.
Yes, it's just stuff. Bring back Chase Sherman, honestly. He deserves
on that one.
But let's go. That is
Chase Sherman.
Took a second.
That is all of the good things to talk about from this fight card. Yeah.
Let's say fucking just lost at fucking Karate Combat.
Yes.
To Tim fucking Johnson.
Okay, so bring in Tim Johnson. I don't fucking know.
Had a UFC record of 4-11. Actually, bringing in Tim Johnson. Fuck it, why not? He actually had a winning record in the UFC at 4-3.
Beautiful. But yeah, so those are all the fights. We got some fight news to talk about, though, as we were just talking about the UFC heavyweight division and a heavyweight fight for UFC Abu Dhabi. We happen to have another heavyweight fight for UFC Abu Dhabi, but this is the pay-per-view UFC 321 on October 25th. Alexander Volkov. He got promised something big after getting robbed by Cyril Gane and the judges. So what does he get? Jailton Almeida. How you guys feel about it? Do you think this is a fight worthy of there's like something big, you know? Or do you think this is just kind of it's just like, well, if it's another fight and if you win, look good, then maybe you can get a title fight?
The reason why I feel like it's in the sense of like it's not something big, but yes, like it leads you to the title shot in a win.
Yeah.
And it's also like a new matchup. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like with thinking of like, the top like 7 of the division.
Yeah. He's
Rematches, things that don't matter. You know what I mean? Things that don't make sense.
Yeah.
I do think that, Jailton being at number 5 with where things are at in the division, it is the fight that makes sense. And especially looking at it as like you winning, because yes, like even if I guess not, because if he did win that Cyril Gane fight, that would have put him on a 5-fight win streak. So there would be no reason to fight back.
Yeah. And Cyril number 1, like that, like, it would have been
he would have fought
title play for Tommy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, exactly.
So I guess I think it's more of just like, then the setup to like, you know what I mean? But either way, still like that big name within the division, but it's kind of rough.
No,
Like it's not like this is just an easy setup win,
Do you think for like the UFC, at least they're trying to look at is where it's like, obviously, Volkov, it's like, he lost to Curtis Blades, before and like struggled with the grappling, but it was something where it's like, okay, he was able to like over time able to start defending them and was able to win round 4 and 5, that they're maybe thinking like, okay, like Jailton, like, fucking, he was able to ragdoll fucking Curtis Blades round 1, but then, like got knocked out, that it's like, they're just maybe hoping that like Volkov is actually good enough that it's like, okay, this could be an easy win for him for that, or it's like, do you think it was just an in the moment thing, Dana said that, and now it's just like, well, you're actually just another guy, so it's like,
So here's the thing with the Curtis Blades thing, because I kind of ragdolled him a little. Like I get what you're saying. Well, like with Curtis Blades, how often does he have to defend takedowns? How often is he training to defend takedowns? Probably almost never, because he's not the one getting takedown. He's usually the one doing the takedown. Taking down people.
I feel like probably the last, other than Jailton, probably the only person he would have fought in like the last 10 years to probably even try and attempt takedowns would have been Tom, but But
I will say that like the gym that he trains at, there are just like a lot of heavyweight grapplers there that he does train with often, so it's not something that he's not training,
For sure.
No, but it's like it's something that he's not consistently thinking about, and that's something that like Volkov, like everyone else and their mother tries to take him down in the fucking heavyweight division. So like, of course, like he has to keep training that, and he's going to be aware of it. And plus, like Jailton, he's still doing the same thing of front kick, last double.
Yeah,
he just changes the timing a little bit.
Yeah,
I feel like if there's anyone, Volkov should be able to time that shit.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely.
But I don't know. I've said that before, though.
Yeah, it's definitely a good fight. I do feel like it is probably the fight that does make the most sense. It's such a hard spot right now with everything. It's I
don't care. Volkov's gonna win. It's easy.
I really do hope so. That would just be very awesome for him. So let's fucking go, Volkov.
Easy money.
Another fight for that card though. Alexander Rakic taking on Azamat Murzakanov. Not gonna lie, I was a little bit surprised about the matchmaking. Just didn't think that Azamat would just get that much of a bump up. Not gonna lie, but I am I'm so down for it, and I'm excited to see if Azamat can pass the test of Rakic, who has been a very tough, solid guy in the top end of the 205 division for a while now.
No, yeah, and I get it, but you know what? Azamat is 5-0 in the UFC, and he's been having a really hard time being able to maintain fights.
Yes.
Because after he beat Dustin, he was supposed to fight Volkan, but then something happened and he had to withdraw. Then he was supposed to fight Khalil, and he got pneumonia. He fights Alonzo, he gets that win. He's supposed to fight Nikita, something happened and he withdrew. Supposed to fight Johnny Walker, Johnny withdraws, gets Brunson Ribeiro.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? I feel like they've been trying to get him into this division like seriously because he's been getting good wins.
Yes.
But like, just having that hard time. So now they're finally here and it's like, okay. But I didn't even realize that he was falling out of fights that often.
Neither did I.
No, yeah. Also, I forgot that Jimmy wasn't here after UFC Baku, because I was saying a lot during that when we were talking about like the things that were going on, that Alexander Rakic should be fighting down. He should be fighting someone, like I was saying anyway. They should be fighting Azamat Murzakanov. I've been saying like he shouldn't be fighting up. He should be fighting down, giving someone else that opportunity. I feel like Azamat Murzakanov was that guy, especially after his win at UFC Baku.
I get it.
No, not UFC Baku, UFC 316, sorry.
But something, because I know we've been talking about his like losing streak, but I feel like one thing that we haven't actually mentioned to give him at least a little credit to sound like he's not a piece of shit is his 3-fight losing streak is to all champions. He lost to Jan, he lost to Yuri, he lost to Magomed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just feel like I didn't necessarily even realize that. I feel like because whenever we were talking about it, I didn't have his record pulled up. And so just talking about like, oh, he needs to fight back like that. And while I still obviously agree, especially when you're losing to the top, it's always good to have that setback.
Yes.
But I just didn't quite realize that like his last 3 are literally 3 champions.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Too, so it's
like injury in the 3rd, but also like going back 3 years ago. So even if you wanted to bring up 40-year-old man, he wasn't quite there yet.
Yes.
But then Yuri and Magomed, it's like
I'm not ever saying to put him down. It's just like because like some people were saying, oh, Khalil should fight Rakic next or blah blah blah. And it's like no, like Rakic, like yes, it's 3 champions, but he's behind now where Khalil is, where Jamal is. Like he should be fighting back in the division because it's still 3 losses. You still want that step back competition to see where they're at again. I was never gonna be like, all right, yeah, Rakic should be fighting like Alonzo Menafield.
No,
I would have never said that, but like I was about for Zakhanov looks like a legit prospect, and it's like fighting someone like Rakic, it is what he needs to do to see if he's legitimately there now. So
yeah, for sure.
Hell yeah, I'm down for it. Let's go. Again, UFC 321 Abu Dhabi. Let's go. This one, least meaningful fight that we're going to bring up, but it is going to be a fun one, so I thought it would, but Sam Patterson taking on Trey Waters, UFC Paris, September 6th. I believe Sam Patterson 3-1 in the UFC, Trey Waters 2-0.
Sam Patterson has really got his shit together since moving up to 170. Because like,
what the fuck was he doing at lightweight,
bro? I don't know. He started his amateur run. He had like, it doesn't show the first one, but the first one it does show 155. The rest of it was all 170. And then he kind of went back to 155, got knocked out, then had a really good run, got knocked out again, and has now like committing to 170. 30-fight win streak, 3 finishes, RNC, arm triangle, and then knocking out Danny Barlow.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. That was a real
in a fight we were all expecting Danny to win.
Yeah.
Very big upset. Because his loss was Tom Nolan? Was that?
No, it was a Yanel, which we know that he will throw.
But yeah, so it just and then Trey Waters, just another very tall, long guy, at 170 pounds. What was it, LFA that we saw him at? That like we.
Well, it was his first loss, and his only loss was he got choked out by Gabriel Bonfim on Contender Series.
Yes,
and then we saw him right after that against Jalen Fuller on LFA, and then he made his debut after that win.
Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. But yeah, so just definitely should be a fun one. Excited for that again. UFC Paris, let's go. My boy Steve Erceg. This dude just can't catch a break in this division, and really just how his fucking career is going, man. It is so rough.
Yeah,
he's supposed to fight fucking Alex Perez, and it was just like, sweet, thank you, UFC.
But like let's not this is back to back now, because like losing to Pantoja and then Kai, and he was supposed to get a Sue, but then there was that whole mix around of, oh no, Manel's out, so now we need this and we need a Sue over here, Brandon Moreno. And so then he gets pushed back to fight Brandon Moreno on short notice instead of a Sue, loses that, supposed to fight Alex Perez, the perfect step back, the perfect non-dangerous fight.
Yep. Alex
Perez pulls out. Here's undefeated. Only been to a decision one time. Yeah. Hyun-Sung Park.
Yeah. It's, I really don't know, man. It's, I believe in Steve Erceg. I really do. I'm not going to give up on him. But
the problem is he needs to believe in himself in this fight, because 3-fight losing streak, breaking your mental and bringing that into this fight is the perfect way to go on a 4-fight losing streak. And that sucks because he's so much fucking better than that.
Yeah. Literally, fucking a minute difference of in momentum in that Pantoja fight, and he wins. You know what I mean? Like a minute better of it going his way or not, and that fight literally could have been his. That's how fucking close he fought of a fight with the champion. And yeah, like I said, 3-fight losing streak, and now just in another dangerous fight, just short notice opponent, change up again. August 9th, UFC Apex. I'm just very nervous for him and just really need to see him get a win, man. I really hope he can get it done. Let's go. And then the last one, UFC 320 in Vegas, October 4th. We got a fight in the women's bantamweight division. Macy Chiasson, she is back after getting absolutely fucked over fighting Ketlin Vieira. When Ketlin decided to just be like, well, I'm gonna weigh in 10 pounds over, so that's your problem.
Yeah.
Pulled a real Paulo,
Mhm.
and then looked like such the bigger fighter in there against Macy, couldn't do shit. But now she's taking on Yana Santos. Yana Santos, a very winnable fight for her, so I like this.
I was gonna say Yana's solid, but Macy should be able to get this done, no problem.
Yeah, like when you brought it up, it was just like like Macy should just be able to look good and get it done because
like when I say solid, it's like her losses: Irene Aldana, Holly Holm, Carol Jose. You know what I mean? On a 2-fight winning streak against Chelsea Chandler, Misha Tate. Not like super notable right here, but still getting it done. She's only 35 years old. But with that being said, I feel like Macy could probably get a finish over her.
I'm very confident in that. Yeah, Macy should look great. Definitely just a nice bounce back win.
Yeah, dog.
But let's go. Those are all of the fights to bring up for our section of fight news. And that is everything to talk about for this episode of the podcast. Again, I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop a comment. Let us know who you think is going to win Bobby Knuckles RDR. It's going to be the Dutchman. Let's go.
Yeah, dog.
But if you're going for the Reaper, I can't be too mad at that. We'll catch you on the review, hopefully from an absolutely incredible card. Peace out, everyone.
Yes.